everyone, this is Tom, and it is 100 degrees outside, so I am making a second video today. And today's topic are players that drove me nuts when I was a kid, around 12, 13, 14 years old. I had a newspaper out when I was 12 years old, and I would run down to the corner and I would check the paper to see if I won any money from my friend Sush. We bet 25 cents a base. A home run was 4 bases, so that would be worth $1. I always chose American League players that played for Detroit Tigers and other American League players, but he always chose Pete Rose. And I'll be damned. Pete Rose every day got 2 singles, a double, 2 stolen bases. He was a money machine, and he got my money every morning. And so I was so frustrated with Pete Rose as a kid. And he turned out to be, of course, the greatest hitter of all time. And he was the man, and I paid for it. And the number 2 athlete that drove me nuts when I was like 12, 13 years old in the 60s and 70s was O.J. Simpson. I'm a Michigan fan, and I would look forward to the Rose Bowl, and they would end up playing against USC. And I would run from my house down to RT and Michael's house to see the Rose Bowl. And as soon as I walked in the door, I would hear their father going, "Go, OJ, go." And I thought, oh my God, this guy is killing me. So yeah, they would win all the time. And O.J. Simpson was just, drove me nuts. And I know he did awful things. But for me, as a kid, I was so frustrated having to go up against this guy. The number 1 athlete that drove me crazy when I was around 12, 13 years old in the 60s and 70s, it was a combination of 2 that played for UCLA. The first one up, Lou Alcindor, who played for UCLA, and he was unbelievable. They had winning streaks that nobody could top. He was dominant. During my 8th grade year, he had to go up against Elvin Hayes in the big game that opened the Houston Astrodome. And I'll never forget my mom saying I could stay up. But I saw Elvin Hayes beat Lou Alcindor, and that was like the only time he lost out of all those years. And all those teams he played against in the championships, I bet against Lou Alcindor. And I lost. And the number 1 athlete that drove me crazy when I was around 12 or 13 years old was Bill Walton here. He was always playing above the rim. He was so efficient. He would shoot 20 times and make 20. He was just incredible. And great spokesperson and a leader, great team guy. He was the man back then. If you have athletes that really made things difficult for you and your teams back when you were a kid, let me know in the comments. I'll highlight them.